What's up, Florida Nation? No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know that.
Soda Nation. What up, Gen Z? What up, Gen Z fans?
We're back with a Monday night doubleheader. First, we're going to talk about the Jags and the Bills. Okay. I'm going to let EJ kick us off that game. Thank God, because I am tired of these games being at 8:15 at night, and they kick off at 8:20. I can't even watch till halftime. So the Jags and the Bills game kicking off at 7:30, I think. I could actually watch probably the whole game, which is very nice. I'm sick of this. The NFL needs to not care about the West Coast as much and give us some love on the East Coast. All right, so what do you got for Jags and Bills?
We need all those West Coasters to try to stay up until midnight watching a game and then go to work the next morning. Let's see how y'all like it. Roger Goodell is definitely a West Coaster.
Yeah.
All right, so for my X factor in this game, I have the Jags offensive adjustments. All right, they need to make offensive adjustments.
Yeah.
They are not doing that great. He's not playing that bad. He only has one turnover. But ETN fumbling on the goal line against the Dolphins. The Jags aren't 0-2. They're 1-1. They'd have lost last week either way, but they would have beat the Dolphins and it had been 24-0 going into halftime. But also they need to adjust because the Bills have only allowed 2 offensive touchdowns in the last 6 quarters of football they've played. Since that second half of the Cardinals game, they've been pretty locked down. Yes, Tua got hurt. I understand that. But this Bills defense was already, Tua threw 3 picks, didn't he? I think Tua threw 3 picks before he got hurt.
2.
I'm pretty sure.
2?
2? I'm pretty sure it was 3 at one point. You can check me real quick. Because I think he threw 2 in the first half and then 1 in the second.
Yeah, keep on going.
So that's my X factor. And my bold take is going to be that the game is going to go under by half a point, and it's going to be hooked because my final score is 24-21, and that's 45, and the hook was 45.5. So I would choose the under in this one. You may get screwed, but my very bold prediction is under 45.5 with a 24-21 Jags with the upset.
Well, you're going to love my nose then. That Tua set's going to have to wait. I'm not connected to your Wi-Fi on my tablet.
You're good.
So if you want to check that, you can. My X factor in this game is going to be the running backs, Travis Etienne versus James Cook. Cook plays the 19th ranked rush defense while Etienne plays the 31st ranked rush defense. Cook has gotten over 10 touches and over 70 yards in each game. So Bills win when they run the ball between him and Josh Allen. Etienne has also had over 12 touches each game, but only 44 and 52 yards to show for it, but has a touchdown in each game. Cook scored 3 touchdowns in the last game.
What did you just say? What? Each game? That stat was crazy.
Travis Etienne has a touchdown in each game.
Okay. For some reason, I heard it.
Cook scored 3 touchdowns in his last 2 games. 1 on the ground, 2 on the ground, 1 receiving. So, to me, which team will be able to run or use their running backs more effectively and efficiently? My bold take is, same as EJ, point total will go under 46 this game. The point total was set at 46 when I looked at it yesterday.
45.5, 46.
So, the first Bills game went way under this mark, and the Jags last game also went under. Let the Cardinals the Bills let up 28 against the Cardinals, and the Jags have struggled massively to get 20 even on the scoreboard on their side of the ball. But I think both offenses will display an offensive showcase. So point total will go under. I agree with you. I think this is going to be a really low-scoring game, and it's going to be between the running backs. To my score prediction,
long drives, runs the clock.
Jags will win this game.
Jags?
28-20. Woo! I think the Jags, which...
Well, that's 48. You just said it was going under 46.
Sorry. I meant 25-20. Okay? I think the Jags.
Sure?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I think the
You
Jags.
can always ask me if you ever have trouble with over-unders, man. You shoot me a quick text. Quick mental math.
I think the Jags front has gotten off to a decent start. I mean, they only allowed 20 from Miami and 18 from the Browns. They are 1-1. The Bills, as of right now, allow more points a game. I think the Jags defense is way better than the Bills defense is, and they will be able to stop this Buffalo offense. Let's be real. Josh Allen owns Josh Allen.
So I'm glad you brought that up with the Jags.
Remember what happened in London?
Line.
Remember what happened in London?
Yeah.
I like the Jags in this game, and I think Trevor should outperform Josh Allen. But when it comes down to the ground game, it's going to come down to Travis versus James. And I think this is where Travis will break out and have his best game yet. So give me the Jags 25-20. Yes, I put 28 in here, but I just realized I needed to be 25. So I meant to put 25. I put 28. I don't know what I was doing. Whatever, EJ. Whatever.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because Josh Hines Allen versus Josh Allen is a thing.
Yes.
Josh Hines Allen versus Josh Allen is a thing.
It is.
So I think Josh Hines Allen loves to hit on Josh Allen.
Yeah, they got the same name,
boom,
so it's
boom.
like I'm
not hit on like that.
I say I would feel personal if someone had the same name as me as well, right? So, all right, now Commanders versus the Bengals.
All right,
I'm kind of scared because I got some. I don't have good things to say about the Commanders, but I'll let you go.
All right, cool. So we're going to talk about my X factor, and that's going to be the wide receivers versus the DBs. All right, that's the biggest X factor here is those more specifically the Bengals wide receivers versus the Washington Commanders DBs, because the Washington Commanders DBs are horrible, and my bold prediction for this game is that Jamar Chase gets his first 100-yard game of the season. So these two things kind of piggyback off each other. I think the Bengals are just going to go after these DBs. Chris Godwin had 8 catches for 83 yards against the Bucs. They dropped like 30 on him. Baker Mayfield went nuts against them. And Malik Neighbors had 10 catches for 127 yards last week. So Daniel Jones was able to produce 10 catches for 127 yards off of this Washington defense with Malik Neighbors. So I definitely think Jamar Chase is going to... You know what? Let's just say my X factor is Jamar Chase. Because Jamar Chase is going to go off, and my bold prediction is that he's going to have his first 100-yard game of the season against this Washington Commanders secondary.
And your score?
My score is 34-20 Bengals. I think this is a pretty offensive game. I think the Bengals, it's their coming out party because they lost in a close one against the Chiefs on national television, and they know that. So they're going to come out and they're going to handle them, and maybe J.D. Daniels gets some bench time fantasy points.
Well,
some garbage time fantasy.
I hate to agree with you, but looks like fate decided our notes this week because my X factor is also Jamar Chase.
Okay,
as you could see right there, he's playing the 32nd ranked pass defense in the league. He has not gotten
out
it
of what,
going.
32 teams, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He has not gotten it going. The Bengals are 0-2. Pressure's on, but with how bad this Washington secondary has been.
Emmanuel Forbes is hurt. He's not supposed to be playing.
Like, that's going to make a difference.
It should make him better.
A little bit. But
process of elimination.
I see Jamar Chase having a huge game. Washington allowed 127 to Malik Neighbors with Daniel Jones throwing him the ball. 83 to Chris Godwin. 61 to Mike Evans. Keep in mind, in a blowout game, so Evans could have had more if that game was close. Fantasy owners for Jamar Chase should feel good going into this game. I would if I was Jamar Chase. I would trade him now if you're a fantasy owner of Jamar Chase because he's about to go off.
Trade him after this game.
Well, yes, you're right. Trade him after this game for sure.
You said, well, let's trade him now, Why don't you trade me now?
We are both struggling in your league. So we need.
So let's help each other out, man.
No, that trade is not going to help me. It's going to help you. So my bold take is first team to score is going to actually be Washington.
Okay.
This can be a touchdown or a simple chip shot. Their kicker. Here's why I have this to be the first team to score, because their kicker won them the game last week. The Giants scored 3 touchdowns. The Commanders scored 0 touchdowns, and the Commanders still won.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So,
that's absolutely insane.
But their odds are at plus 140, and I think the Bengals would choose to defer to start this game so they get the ball at half.
And now you're saying the Bengals are going to win the toss.
If they win the toss, they can get the ball at the half, which is why I just said they're going to choose to defer. It's primetime in Cincy as well. Jay and Daniel's first primetime game, let's be honest. So, primetime games are strange. So, Commanders come out scoring first is a strange thing that will happen in this primetime game against a team like the Cincinnati Bengals. The Patriots scored first on the Bengals, and I believe the Chiefs did as well. So, give me this. I think the Bengals get scored on first in all 3 games. That's really my bold take.
Okay. You see that they're pretty bad against that first scripted drive.
Yeah, they always choose to play defense first. Well, Patriots, they chose to play defense first, and we scored. So, and we're not a good offense. But for my score prediction, like the Eagles and Falcons game, proved you guys I wasn't an Eagles hater, because what I kind of suspected would happen, I didn't say it, but what I was saying, I could see a scenario where it's going to happen. It happened. So I told you so. But I do see a scenario where Washington does beat the Bengals. I do see it, because the Bengals they haven't shown that they're that team yet.
Last time you said that, the Falcons beat my Eagles. Couldn't even get it out of my mouth.
But
that bad.
But the problem is this Washington secondary is so weak, and they have a powerful receiver on the other end, as in Jamar Chase, and possibly T. Higgins is questionable to come back in this game. I think the Bengals will win this game 29-17. I also think the importance of a win for the Bengals is more important for them than it is for Washington, since 3 of their teams in the division, Washington is first in the Eagles division, or in that division, because 3 teams are 1-1, while the Bengals,
Washington's first.
They're first. Like, if you go on and you look at the stand,
they beat the Giants.
They have a better point differential. That's why.
And they beat the Giants, which is division.
Exactly.
Record.
So, but I think, with that being said, the Bengals are 0-2 in a division where the Ravens are 0-2, the Steelers are 2-0, which blows my absolute mind, with 1 offensive touchdown. The Browns are 1-1, so Cincy kind of needs this more than Washington does, and I think the crowd and the body language of Cincinnati will show and excel them to a win. The Bengals will win this game 29-17, and Commanders go to 1-2 on a promising year.
All right, well, thank you, and that was fun, and it sounds like we agree on a lot, and hopefully this is a good Monday Night Football, and the things that we say
it's
happen
a better week
are going to happen.
For fantasy purposes.
Yeah, I hope people don't get hurt too on fantasy football. I lost 2 starting receivers in 2 different leagues, and they're both the ones that I run, so it sucks. I lost AJ and Cup, and then I lost Puka and T.
So you're telling me you need a receiver. How do you feel about Chris Olave?
I got Calvin Ridley for you.
Tyler
Lockett.
We'll discuss that later. No, I got JSN. I can't get Tyler.
Insurance.
I don't care. No, Tyler's not. No. We'll see you guys next week for week 4. This NFL season is blowing by, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Peace.